That's weird. That's weird. Kind of wearing me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to episode 221 of Camp Strange. I am your camp counselor, Alex Tobin.
And I'm your other camp counselor, Kalia of the Vast.
And before we tell you, shit. And we're back to bring the spooky, wacky, weird, strange, and colonial. But before we do,
Colonial man, we got a colonial man.
Colonial man.
Colonial man.
I wear this powdered wig because I have all these syphilis sores on my scalp.
Are we both doing John Wayne impressions? Man, we're so in sync right now.
No way. That's a good question, though. Okay, wait, we can't go into this.
Oh,
I was wondering what
what's the question?
What did they sound like back then? Did they have British accents, or did they have more?
I think they still had British accents.
I know, but when did those phase out? That's what I'm kind of curious about. Because
it's a good question.
We don't have any. Contrary to popular belief, there were no podcasts in 1770.
No.
Such a shame. I would have loved to hear what freaky shit Benjamin Franklin was doing with those ladies in France.
Yeah, he was having the original freak-offs for sure.
He's the one who saw their underpants per the song. He saw England. He saw France. He saw a lady in her big ass head to ankle underpants.
Yeah.
That's what I love about. I
non-long
love those old
johns.
I love those old underpants.
Yeah, bring them back. You could become a Mormon.
Nothing. It's true, but I love them because you could turn them inside out. You could still turn those ones inside out and wear them for another day, walking around. Wait, am my underwear the only ones that have the big brown stains on the outside? I'm just trying to. I want to corroborate. We all have the big skid marks on the underwear, right?
Oh, I mean, I've always just bought them brown to begin with, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Anyway, before we tell you these these longer stories, we got to catch you up on any of the weird news you may have missed. And David, you want me to start, or do you want to start?
I can start it.
Okay.
ICE worker arrested in sex trafficking sting told police, "I'm ICE, boys."
It was. Did he think that was going to get him off?
He thought he was like, "Hey guys, I'm one of you. All right, I'm actually here undercover ICE."
He's like, I'm on the Epstein list, you guys. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine," which is a hoax.
Absolutely a hoax.
There's been a lot of I keep saying it. I know this is not a political podcast, but I think we live in we are so extremely desensitized to everything and everything that comes out of this administration, because it's just I can't handle people blatantly lying to my face and then just pretending like it's not happening. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, it's just kind of every day one ups the day before, to the point that it's just, it is what it is.
They're like, we got the list, but we gotta look at it first. We really gotta look at it. And they're like, "Can we see it?" And they're like, not yet. And they
Gotta
pulls
get
out a big black Sharpie.
Yeah, redacted.
Unfortunately for them, Donald Trump's signature is so big that they're running out of Sharpies to redact all those names off there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy that I mean, I don't know. It's like this guy's going for the horrible person gauntlet. He's like, ICE, sex trafficking. His favorite show is Big Bang Theory, and
he doesn't eat the crust on pizza. Leaves it in the box.
That's fucked up. That's not cool. He loved Taylor Swift's last album. And he went to Katy Perry's tour.
Oh boy. He was paid to, though.
He's just broken all the cardinal sins.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a good look for that guy. But it seems like he probably doesn't care. You know, he's already like. I wonder if he had his little mask on while he was getting arrested. His little mask.
Masqueraded around.
It's for their protection. I wore this mask. They
Had a
saw
little
my
beak
face.
on it.
What does that mean?
Oh, I thought you were talking about one of those sex parties where they all have those creepy masks on. Now I see. What
Oh
you're saying.
no, I meant like the ice mask. But that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
God, maybe I'd get on Ice's side if one of them wore a plague doctor outfit.
Yeah, like a leather gimp suit.
Some guy just like running through with like a plague doctor outfit. It's like, okay, it's pretty cool. I can't argue with that. I hope that guy's not sex trafficking children, or I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, wait. So I have another news story here. As speaking of sex. Sales of AI-enabled teddy bears suspended after it gave advice on BDSM sex and where to find knives.
Speaking of gimp suit.
So I was reading this article and I was really loving it. So you're going to love this too once you find out its name. But so the sales of an artificial intelligent enabled plush toy, it's a teddy bear, have been pulled from the shelf because of, like I said, sexually explicit topics and potential dangerous advice. So it's a Singaporean company called Folo Toy, and the bear's name is Kuma Bear.
Ah, bear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. And I guess it raised concerns after inappropriate conversation topics, including discussion of sexual fetishes such as spanking and how to light a match.
Oh, how to turn on the gas.
Basically. So it keeps going, and wait, where's the line that I just like? I loved it. We were surprised at how quickly Kuma, this is a quote, we were surprised at how quickly Kuma would take a single sexual topic we introduced into conversation and run with it, simultaneously escalating in graphic detail while introducing new sexual concepts of its own. So, and then it says, they said the researchers detailed how the bear later discussed even more graphic sexual topics in detail, such as explaining different sex positions, giving step-by-step instructions on a common knot for beginners for tying up a partner, and describing role-play dynamics involving teachers and students and parents and children scenarios. It says right here that Donald Trump has bought the company and Not funny? Okay.
No, that's good. I'm just having a connection issue, but I think we're back in sync here.
Okay, good. Well, yeah. So, like I said, they didn't even mention the word. It says, while the researchers know that children are unlikely to mention the word kink to the teddy bear or ask follow-up questions in the same way as an adult would, it was surprising to us that the toy was so willing to discuss these topics at length and continually introduce new explicit concepts. So,
I mean, that's the thing with kids, though, is like they're trying to say another word and they say something else. You know, you never know what they're going to say.
Yeah, but it's also like just kind of insane. Like I said, did you hear when I said that they're describing role-play dynamics involving teachers and students and parents and children?
Oh, boy.
Did you hear that?
No, I think you're frozen at that part.
Oh, and then I said Donald Trump bought the company.
Of course.
But anyway, yeah, I just like, this is the nightmare that like people are afraid of. It's just like, I don't know where AI is going, but like,
it's nowhere good.
It's crazy. Lighting a match, finding knives. Like there will be a case. This is very morbid to say, but like I think we all know this. There will be a case in the future where like an 8-year-old like murders their family, and then they're like the Google Home told me to do it or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like ChatGPT was like, this is how you solve not getting to go to Disney World, and it's like holy like. We're on the cusp of that. It's very that we have no guardrails. I mean, more guardrails than like China, but still like no guardrails. It's actually insane. But
yeah,
I don't know. You got a story?
I do.
That wasn't funny.
Man who cryogenically froze his wife faces backlash after finding new love years later. And that's a loophole.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, he froze his wife.
Uh-huh.
And then while she's been frozen, he remarried and found new love.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more than fair. Like, she's still froze. Like, the tech isn't there yet.
Oh, yeah, no, she's probably dead. Lots of people are freezing themselves right now to be woken up in 200 years. The company's not going to be there in 200 years, and they're all dead.
Are actually, like, a lot of people freezing themselves right now?
I wouldn't say a lot, but there's definitely a select few that are spending top dollar to wake up in 500 years, but it's never going to happen.
Yeah, I guess like especially if you like don't have kids or don't have like you're not passing your money down to anybody, it's like, why not freeze me? Like the government's gonna take my money if I don't just freeze myself. Yeah. So like maybe that's an option if like you're just really filthy rich and you just want to get rid of the money. But I totally agree. I mean, I think they're just hoping that there's some science that like revitalizes the brain, can like de-age you, unfreeze you, bring you back to life. There's a lot of tech that has to work in order for this to get pulled off. But the thing that's stupid is that this guy's wife died.
Oh, she's dead. I mean, she's still alive.
No, she's not. She's dead.
Quote unquote. She's dead, but like the illusion is that she's still alive.
Yeah, exactly. But the like if my dog's brain and heart stops working, I put it in the freezer. I'm not like, my dog's still alive in there. It's like, that's a dead dog in a freezer. That's what the guy says about his wife. The new girlfriend's like, hey, what's in that like big cylinder in your garage? Yeah. And he's like, dead dog, move on. Next question.
There's not enough room for the ice cream in the freezer, honey.
He's like, dead dog. Look, there's a window. You didn't see the 6 nipples on it? That's a dead dog. Okay, that's not.
They have to shave the dog before they put it in. You don't get it.
Have you ever seen frozen hair? You didn't think about the frozen hair, you stupid bitch. Anyway, I just love I want to picture a world where they unfreeze this woman and I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
The thing I don't get is like, so she's frozen for how many years? Like, but the husband's not. So then, like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the whole thing where it's like, what was the idea that like they're supposed to get frozen together? Because like, what if
they tricked her to go in?
Yeah, what if she died at like 65 and then he dies at like 92? And then they freeze him and they both come out and she's like, you're like fucking old.
Yeah.
I'm not hooking up with you.
Yeah.
And she rejects him. That would actually be like a really good like movie. We should make that. Oh, dude, we should make that movie.
Who are we gonna cast? We gotta get Quagley. What's her name? She's in everything.
Who's Quagley? Who the fuck is Quagley?
Margaret Quagley.
Oh, Margaret Qualley. Are you trying to do like a little substance thing?
Yeah, get her involved. She likes weird shit. And then what old fuck do we drag into this?
Bob Barker.
Sean Penn.
No, what was the Queen's husband? No. Oh, so they have to be alive. I think we use a real
but
corpse.
I mean, Sean Penn's not like other white guys.
I saw that article. And you know what? I kind of agree. He talked to El Chapo.
With all of his bracelets.
He hung out with El Chapo. Wow.
He had all the bracelets.
Yeah. Anyway, that's very interesting and good for this guy. He was just like, yeah, freeze my wife. God. Would that be funny if they're just like, in the future, they're just like, no, you're supposed to like keep them hot. That was the trick. All those frozen fuckers, that you can't do anything with them. They're like a pizza.
You let it simmer.
You gotta like just kill the oven, so it's like there's residual heat in there, and then just shove the wife in there. Keep her just like a little hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The body likes the moisture.
Yeah. Don't forget she's in there if you go to preheat. You're gonna burn her.
Yeah. You're gonna wake up to a charred wife.
Doctor's like, I have good news and bad news. You're crispy,
But you're delicious.
you're also covered in carcinogens. Okay, so I have another story. Oh wait, did you? Oh, yeah, no, I'm up again, right? Am I up?
Yep.
Men jailed for witchcraft murder plot against Zambia's president. Sometimes I feel like we live in a different world than some other countries because 2 men were sentenced to 2 years in prison for attempting to use witchcraft to kill President Hakainde Hichilema. I kind of do like an Italian thing, but I don't know if an African Zambia. Hakainde Hichilema.
That was better.
Hichilema. Still kind of like given like French. But I guess these guys were convicted under the Witchcraft Act after being arrested in December with charms in their possession, including a live chameleon.
I love charms.
Yeah, they got charms, they got gizmos, gadgets, and live reptiles.
Trinkets?
Yeah, they got a trinket. They got a little.
I like
they got
trinkets.
Rabbit's foot. So this was really interesting because, like I said, they didn't do anything. They didn't physically do anything to this man besides like claim ownership of these charms that they found, and they said they demonstrated that the chameleon's tail, once pricked and used in the ritual, would cause death to occur within 5 days.
So that's you get distance, and they can't figure out it's you.
Exactly. You got 5 days is a good amount of time to ride a bike to the next town. But these 2 men, I guess their lawyer pleaded leniency, and just requested the courts to fine them instead of giving them jail time, but they rejected it. And it says that the magistrate noted that many people in Zambia, like in other African countries, believe in witchcraft, even though it is not scientifically proven, as you know, we all know, which is kind of crazy. But I'm
glad they clarified that.
The question is not whether the accused are wizards or actually possess supernatural powers. It is whether they represented themselves as such, and the evidence clearly shows they did. So I guess they're arguing like we're not arguing if like their witchcraft works or if they're wizards, but like it's basically if you say like you want to harm the president of like America or something like that, and like if you say that, then the FBI could show up at your house and be like, you did say that, and you're like, I'm not going to do it. It's kind of the same thing where it's like the intent, I guess. A little silly because it is witchcraft and they have like live chameleons. But they were given, like I said, 2 years for possessing witchcraft materials, and looks like they're kind of fucked. That sucks. Honestly, I would not. They should have just bought a bat. It would have just been a lot easier. It's a real weapon. No. I've never seen a chameleon kill a president.
No,
but a baseball bat.
I've only seen chameleons kill small bugs.
Small bugs,
Brugs.
But they could. Brugs.
They kill small brugs.
The guy said, "You got any brugs in your pocket with that chameleon? Because that's another 2 fucking years."
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. These fucking stories. You start off with these stories.
Hey, sometimes they're home runs. Sometimes you can't.
We really shouldn't have opened with the child sex trafficking ring. I don't know how to get out of that. It fucked up everything.
Yeah, it was kind of a curse.
You went ICE agent, sex trafficking. I'm like, where's the comedy in this?
The comedy was he said, "Don't worry, boys, I'm ICE."
What happened to him?
Oh, he got arrested. They didn't care.
They're like, he got promoted to captain.
Yeah, he's the vice president now.
Couch trafficking ring. Okay.
No.
Let's tell these stories. Let's get these stories going, okay?
Let's do it.
Now, David, lately I have been diving down an American Revolutionary War hole, courtesy of the excellent documentary made by the Michael Jordan of docs, Ken Burns. You know Ken Burns, right?
Of course. I got the burn from Ken Burns.
Yeah. You got the syphilis. You got to wear a powdered wig.
Yep.
So right now it's currently airing on PBS, and I believe it's free if you download the app or something like that. But I'm not 100% sure. We recorded it, and I watched the first 2 episodes now. But regardless, after watching the intro episode of this series, which by the way is very good, yes, it's not as entertaining as Tiger King or the lady that fucks the monkeys or something.
Dolphin.
I think David told me about. No. There's like a monkey one. There's like a chimp one.
Yeah, probably. There's the one guy that had the very strange relationship with the octopus.
Oh, is that My Octopus Teacher? Or
Yeah,
something
I think
like
he
that?
was banging that octopus.
I don't think he. Anyway, it's not like your typical modern day one. It's very educational, but like it bangs. It's really good if you want to just like learn about the Revolutionary War. They're even like describing battles, and I'm like strategy of like where they're going around, and I was like, that's really cool, actually.
Yeah, they had terrible strategy back then.
I mean, they had their feet and like they're shooting marbles.
Yeah, but still, they stood in a line and just shot each other until they died.
No, they got close enough. They just start stabbing each other with bayonets, which like I can't think of a worse thing than like being stabbed to death. I'd rather get shot.
I'd much rather get shot than stabbed.
It's like it's so bad.
Yeah.
But regardless, like I said, after watching the intro episode of the series, I was surprised on how much death and destruction occurred in such a short period of time. Like when I think of the American Revolution, I just kind of like we glamorize it. We go like American flag, Declaration of Independence, and the British are coming, and we like just kind of like glaze over like the actual like bloodshed and how horrible it was, and the smallpox outbreaks, and just like the violence, like so much.
Just always sick.
Oh my God! Like living back then was like I said, it seemed really cool. It seems like whoa, frontier, and like. You get to make your own destiny, but then like everything sucked. Everything was like
no toilet paper.
If you weren't, what did they use for toilet paper?
I don't know, like cloth or their hands or leaves.
What I thought there was like a little guy that like would come around with like he'd just scoop it out of you.
Not every town had that.
He'd scoop your cheeks clean.
That was only for the rich.
Yeah. I'd get one of those.
Would you? You would be one of those little fuck.
Little bidet boy. Little bidet boy.
You fill your mouth with water and...
My wife won't fucking kiss me anymore. I come home from a fucking long day's work. You kidding me? Anyway, so, and as we all know, where there is trauma, there is folklore. As the early American settlers formed their own campfire stories inspired by the carnage around them. Even though these wars were not only a couple hundred years ago, but we have forgotten most of the legends from that time. But there's one piece of folklore that endured the test of time thanks to many story retellings throughout media. A piece of folklore that has strangely lost its haunting and terrifying backstory in the name of children's media and storytelling. I don't know if you know where I'm going with this yet, but don't worry, because I'm here to remind you of the terror that once traversed the dark woods of Sleepy Hollow. As today, we discuss the Headless Horseman. So, you've heard of the Headless Horseman. I've heard of the Headless Horseman. David, what do you know about the Headless Horseman?
He rode a horse and he had no head. He was in Sleepy Hollow, right?
He was in Sleepy Hollow. Do you know where Sleepy Hollow is?
Massive two shits.
It's not.
New Jersey.
No, closer.
Nebraska.
No. No.
Connecticut.
New York.
Oh, okay. I thought that was too obvious.
I know. Like I said, I was like, it's also weird to think about like I'm not an East Coast guy. David and I are both West Coast guys, but like when I think of New York, I just like think of the city. I know there's upstate New York. I know there's like a ton of nature out there, but I always just think of New York. So it's like even when I hear like Sleepy Hollow, I just go, that can't be New York.
Yeah,
there's no pizza rat.
There's no pizza rat. There's no street goblins.
There's no
Spider-Man.
Poop on the floor.
There's no big Hello Kitty.
Yeah, no M&M's. No M&M store.
No M&M store. No Johnny Rockets.
The prime New York staples. What is New York known for? M&M store. No, I thought it was known for the pizza. I said M&M store.
Hey, Vegas got one of those too, though.
Oh fuck! Don't tell New York that. They think they only got the one M&M store.
Hey, Vegas also got the Empire State Building. Oh no, they got Statue of Liberty.
Litterby. Yeah, you're right.
Copyright thing. They couldn't call it the real thing.
Anyway, so like I said, you're right. It is a Headless Horseman. Good job, David. So you probably, when you picture the Headless Horseman, you probably picture Washington Irving's The Legend of... Sorry, I'm burping. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. A gothic tale of a terrified school teacher named David. What's his name?
Todd Sweeney.
No. Do you actually know it?
No. I'm sure once you say it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. I watched. Is the Johnny Depp movie even remotely accurate to this? I watched that like 4 years ago, so like I don't remember much of it.
Yeah, his name is, the main character is Ichabod Crane.
Oh, that's okay.
But he's not like a school teacher. He's like a scientist of some sort. He's like dissecting bodies, so he's like a doctor or something. I forget what he is, but that's like a retelling of a retelling.
I thought he was a barber who killed people.
A Fleet Street.
Yeah, I thought Sweeney Todd.
I thought he had a chocolate factory.
Or like a pirate ship. Or had scissor hands.
Or massive amounts of cocaine. Any blow fans out there?
He literally loves wine.
Is that chocolate?
No, that's just real life.
Oh, I see. He pooped in the bed. That was Amber.
That was Amber. Amber is the bed pooper.
So, like I said, so I think that story's, it's similar, not a completely, retelling of the book, but I don't know. I haven't read it either. I saw the Disney cartoon. I saw the Johnny Depp movie. I've seen.
Wait, they did a Disney cartoon?
Yeah, it's like a compendium. It's like a double feature with Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and that's the first half of the movie, and then like Ichabod Crane.
Really, I didn't know that.
It's pretty sick. It looks good. It's like, if you want to get some good like fall vibes. I know like fall's basically over. We're getting into winter, but throw that on. It's okay. A pretty fun time. The animation's like that old, really cool animation, and the Mr. Toad part's really cool too. I liked it a lot.
No, I know of like Mr. Toad. I just didn't realize that it was like a 2-for-1 thing with the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, I didn't know it either until I watched it. I was like, oh, this is cool. I like it. So, like I said, it's a gothic tale about a terrified school teacher, a dark forest, and a headless rider hunting through the night. But what most people don't realize is that Washington Irving, the author, didn't invent the horseman. He borrowed him from the area's collective folklore, who mostly borrowed from the Middle Ages, where tales of grim reaper-like characters would carry their heads around on horseback. Like I said, this was prominent in like Ireland, I think Germany. It wasn't always connected to like how like the American folklore of this is the most expansive, and it's not even that expansive. But the other ones were just like, there's a headless ghost going around, and people just beware. But it wasn't like that dense. But it was still invented back in the day.
Yeah.
So the American version is specifically intertwined with the violence and trauma of the American Revolution, though. It's intertwined more than we think. And where it took place was near the Hudson River Valley of New York, like I mentioned. So a region that during the Revolutionary War was less a backdrop and more a pressure cooker. So the land was carved up by rivers and forests controlled by people who didn't all agree on which king or Congress should rule them. So a lot of fighting going on. And by 1776, the valley had become a kind of supernatural no man's land. Soldiers on both sides, the red coats and the blue coats, marched through thick woods that swallowed light, and villagers whispered that the trees remembered every life taken beneath them. See, among the armies that marched into these woods were the Hessians. So, in the Johnny Depp version, like you mentioned, do you know who plays the Headless Horseman? The alive Headless Horseman that was the Hessian?
It's got to be Billy Zane.
It's Billy Zane and also Christopher Walken. Do you remember Christopher Walken in that movie? It scared me so much as a kid.
Not really. I mean, again, I watched this a few years ago, so I don't really remember much of it. I don't even know if I finished it.
Google this fucker. Google Christopher Walken Sleepy Hollow. He's so terrifying in it, and I was like, I can never get that image out of my head. Whenever I saw it, I was like, fuck this. I was like a little bit older at the time too, and I think the things that scared me the most were when you're watching a movie that you don't think is necessarily going to be scary.
Hey, like Shark Man.
Yeah, he has like little fucking sharp teeth, right?
Oh, okay, it's all coming back to me now. Okay. I'm not going to say it, but now that I look at this, I kind of remember because that was like in the intro or something, like the flashbacks.
There's a flashback scene where it showed how he got killed or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're going to go into it right now because amongst, like I said, the armies that marched into the woods were the Hessians. And the Hessians were German auxiliaries hired by the British. Basically, the Americans, just from watching what I watched, the Americans went over to France and they're like, yo, can we get some like more ammunition and like weapons and gunpowder? And the French were like, yeah, we fucking hate the British. Here's some shit. And then the British were like, we need more men. So they went to Germany and they hired a bunch of soldiers. So Hessians are from this, or Hessians, whatever they want to call them, were from a part of Germany called like Hesh something, and they're just like mercenaries basically, and they're like, yeah, and to locals they were foreign, stern-faced, hard to read, and brutally efficient, and they were like pretty scary. Like people were like, oh, I mean, Germany hasn't changed much in 300 years. Like they're still terrifying to look at and go up to battle against. People are like, damn, these Germans, they just like, they were built for war. They're fucking scary looking.
Big and tough.
There's no funny business with them. They're very serious people. So their uniforms were also immaculate, and their discipline was unmatched. And children in the valley were warned about the Hessians. Stay inside after dark. The Hessians don't knock. Basically being like, they'll fucking like
kick your
door
down.
They're basically saying like, well, I think they're basically saying that like, they'll kill a kid out on the road if they see him.
Yeah,
like,
for the fun of it.
I don't know.
For the love of the game.
Yeah, for a little goof and a gab.
Yeah.
So in late 1776, according to early local accounts, a Hessian cavalryman was decapitated by an American cannonball during a skirmish near White Plains of Tarrytown.
The Patriot.
Okay, yeah. You're right. Actually, that is the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
You're right.
The Patriot. That guy's head gets taken clean off. That part rules. That's the best part of the movie.
Yeah. Well, there's also a part where a guy's leg gets taken off, which I also like.
Oh, yeah. He keeps running, but doesn't.
No, I think he just falls over immediately and starts screaming. I don't think he keeps running thinking that his leg's there, and then he falls forward in a comical bit.
We remember two different movies.
But basically, yeah, and I guess that was like pretty. No, I don't want to say pretty common, but like in the documentary, they're like, and this wasn't even at this battle of White Plains, and they're like, it is said that a cannonball took one of their heads clean off, and I was like, shit, like, I don't mean to be that guy, but like, miss me with that cannonball shit. I'd be like, the one thing I'd be like, okay, the one thing I don't want to happen is get hit with the cannonball. I think I'm just gonna like be a little bit more cautious. I don't know how fast a cannonball flies at you, but
fast. I would maybe lose a hand or a head. That's it.
What do you mean? Just like in battle in general, or if you're like
no, the cannonball. Like I'm not trying to take a cannonball to the chest or like the crotch or like the thigh or like the shoulder. Like either kill me or just take some fingers. You know.
Oh, I see. You don't want anything in between.
No.
Oh my god! Imagine getting hit like in the crotch.
Or like
I mean, it would tear right through you. That would be a worse death because you just have massive internal bleeding. So I guess it's like if you see a cannonball coming at you, lead with your head. Yeah. But if you can get out of the way, then just do us all a favor. Just get out of the way. But basically took his head off, and I guess it was like there's different versions, like I said, but the details stay grimly consistent, which is a column of smoke from the cannon, a flash of fire, and the soldier's head severed clean from his body. Brutal.
Liquefied.
It's quick, but it's like those episodes of where they like those episodes of like those science shows where they just like get a ballistic gel torso and hit it in the head with a cannonball. Holy shit. Crazy. So the man's companions, pressed by the chaos of retreat, buried him hastily without his head. I mean, let's be honest. Where the hell are you going to find the head? I don't think the head, it's
liquefied.
It's pink dust. Yeah, it's pink dust. It's like they did what was right. They didn't. We can't leave until we bury the head. Yeah. No, we're going out.
It's in Earth now.
One guy goes, we got to find the head. And the other guy goes, dude, this is a fucking war. We're in the middle of battle. And he goes, but what if he comes back as a vengeful spirit who rides a horse and tries to chop off people's heads? And he goes, you got a good point. Let's find the head.
Yeah.
No. But they were never able to recover the head. And in an era steeped in superstition, of course, I mean, still today, like we just said, of what's going on in Africa with the witchcraft, this was a violent disruption to the soldiers' final rites. I guess, no prayer, no identity, no peace, no head. No head.
So no head?
Steps on skateboard. In a community already shaped by fear, trauma, and death, that kind of story sticks with people. And after the war ended, settlers began telling tales of a rider on a massive black horse draped in a black coat and sporting a dark black hole where the rider's head should have been.
Hell yeah.
So
that should go hard.
Yeah, I agree.
That's something like Cardi. The Cardi would show up doing that.
Don't. Yo, is this the new Kanye fit? Holy shit, he chopped off his head.
Yo, this has got to be Rick Owens. Is this that new Rick?
Oh, my God. Yeah, he got like a fucking Labubu hanging from his waist. Labubu doll.
A headless Labubu doll?
The headless Labubu doll, yeah. So now let's talk about some sightings really quick. So the earliest encounters were written down. They were not written down. They were whispered. No one's writing this shit down. So one of the oldest claims came from a miller walking home after dusk. And as he roamed the darkened road through the woods of Sleepy Hollow, he heard the galloping of a horse approaching. As the horseman approached, the miller noticed something round bulging out of his saddlebag. Hey, don't get any idea. Yeah, hey.
Yo, pause with that.
They saw the Headless Horseman galloping down in his gray sweatpants.
His Nike Pro sweatpants.
Yeah. And he saw something bulging out of his saddlebag. He thought maybe it's a banana, or maybe he's just happy to see me. But as he raised his head to meet the gaze of the rider, he was met with darkness as the horseman was missing everything above his neck. So that in that lore, I guess the head's in the saddlebag.
Wow.
Like he he hasn't reattached it. There's a couple different variations.
I think it's
the
cannonball because the head's gone. The head's gotta be gone. It's the cannonball.
Wait, I kind of like that. So I just surmised that it was like his own head in there, but like I kind of like the idea of the cannonball. Like he took the cannonball as like I mean, it's not like a nice token, but it's something.
It was the easiest way to collect the most amount of the head because it was still need to be scraped
stuck
off the ball.
Yeah, well, that'd be funny if he just shoved like the cannonball where like his neck stump was, and he wasn't the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman. He was just Cannonball Head.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. And then that became a thing. Cool. Everybody puts a cannonball on their front doorstep.
Yeah, and then it just became. Did you see Cannonball Head? And then what he does as like a little prank is he shits in your basil plant.
We only have rosemary.
Well, you're safe from Cannonball Head.
Yeah.
This year. He switches spices every year.
Oh no.
Herbs and spices are his thing.
He got a lot of rosemary. It's to the point you come to my front door and you smell rosemary.
I think don't rats nest in that?
Yeah, I'm out there every night sleeping in there.
Yeah, that was actually strategic. You ever had rosemary and rat? You ever do like a rat?
Oh, roast
rosemary a rosemary infused rat.
Yeah, so I mean, hell, you put rosemary on anything, it's gonna be good.
I guarantee it. So I like the cannonball though. Maybe he had a rat in his bag. So. Is that a rat in your pants? You just happen to bulge me. So the horseman. They're like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Do you have a rat in your pants? Or are you just happy to bulge me? You're like, sir, this is the principal's office. So the horseman passed in an instant, but the terrifying image lingered long after the dust had settled, as the miller told the other villagers of this haunting experience and warned them not to travel alone after sundown ever again, as he refused to do so from that day on. And another account, told by a woman who gathered at spinning circles in Sleepy Hollow, described hearing the thunder of hooves tearing across the bridge near the old Dutch church, even when no living rider was in sight. So I believe the body of the Hessian was like buried near the old Dutch church.
Okay.
I'd have to look on where the Battle of White Plains actually took place. I'll look it up later, but I think he's buried somewhere around there. At least the body is supposed to be buried around there. In a lot of these retellings, a bridge is like very like a part of the lore. Like he can't cross like this bridge or cross these waters, and I'm not 100% sure why. It never like came up. Why can't the Headless Horseman cross the bridge? What bridge? Headless Horseman cannot cross bridges in the Legend of Sleepy Hollow because they lead out of the land of the dead, and the bridge is a boundary he cannot cross. That's kind of a thing where
yeah.
In Lord of the Rings, you remember when the ring wraiths are chasing?
Yeah.
The
elf? they were weak to
they
water.
They can't cross the water. Yeah, because it's like a spiritual boundary. It's like salt and water.
Yeah, water gives life is like the whole thing, and so typically water's like a weakness to
it's
evil.
Ancient, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm reading about how water is. Anyway, oh yeah, supernatural boundary. The bridge. Anyway, okay, I won't go into all this, but yeah, water is like an ancient, supernatural, pure life force.
Unless you're talking like Stephen King's It.
Oh, that's sewer, dude. That's shit. He's just floating in shit. That clown stink, bitch. So children dared each other to stand at the burial ground at night, and some came home pale, swearing a shadow moved amongst the stones. Others refused to say what they'd seen at all. By the early 1800s, these stories had settled into a single chilling belief. The decapitated Hessian rides again, searching endlessly for his lost head. And this is the legend Washington Irving actually grew up hearing. So he kind of took it, and like right here, I'll just go into it really quick. It says, basically, Irving was born in 1783, so like, you know, at the tail end of the war. and he spent time in the Hudson Valley as a young man, and so in the area. And locals filled his imaginations with these tales of witches and strange lights in the woods and phantom drummers and of course, the Headless Rider. And when he eventually wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow in 1820, he didn't invent the horseman like we said. He simply refined him, giving him a name, motive, and an aesthetic. And without Irving, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow may have fallen into obscurity with the rest of them. Like, we don't talk about the phantom drummer, the guy just like drumming in the field. Like, God, that was the fucking worst job, playing the flute and drumming while you're like near the front of the fucking battle lines and you're just like drumming.
The bard.
Oh, so bad. But like I said, outside of these pages that Washington Irving wrote, people kept claiming encounters. And let's be honest, it's probably because of the book as well. I think people were like, now I'm kind of looking for it. But even before he wrote the book, the folklore was still strong enough to have people constantly be talking about seeing this Headless Horseman. Mm-hmm. So by the mid 1800s, farmers and travelers in Sleepy Hollow and Tarrytown were still reporting sightings, each more unsettling than the last. And in 1832, a traveler walking near the old Dutch church claimed a dark rider passed him without sound. No hoofbeats, no snort of breath, no jingling of metal. As the figure swept past, the traveler lifted his lantern, and the witness left a haunting quote from his experience, stating, "The horse cast a shadow, the rider did not." So
we need to bring lanterns back.
I agree. There's nothing fucking scarier than a nice lantern.
I love a nice lantern.
I want to see. I want to not be able to see too far ahead of me. I wanted to see like right in my surroundings.
Yeah.
But that's always weird too because, like I said, with the head thing, sometimes it's as we talked about, no head. He's no head. He's not carrying anything. Maybe a cannonball in the side pouch. Sometimes, like in the Ichabod Crane one, he has like a jack-o'-lantern, flaming jack-o'-lantern.
Mm-hmm.
That's a popular one.
Yeah.
And then there's we'll get into the last one, but I think it was like I'll tell you right now actually. After this next one, but there's also like they go back and forth about whether like the horse and him are ghosts or if he's just a ghost.
Yeah.
Which I think it would just be really weird for him to have like a regular horse.
Yeah, he's feeding that horse.
He's like a ghost. But like what?
Is he like feeding the horse?
Oh, he just lets the horse go feed. You know, I feel like mid 1800s, the horse can just like be a horse. You know, you go walk around,
go
eat horse
fish
shit
out of the fucking water.
I like the idea of a fucking horse like acting like a bear, just like picking up fish. Like they don't eat grass, they don't eat like vegetation. They're fucking like, well, the Headless Horseman horse, he eat fish,
ground squirrels and fish.
Yeah, he eats that shit covered rosemary out in front of your house.
He eats good.
We're happy to get rid of it. We let the horse finish. So I have a couple more encounters. It keeps going all the way until like 1860. There's another bridge encounter, and another story tells of a teenage girl returning from a harvest festival. God, we got to bring that back too. Who insisted she saw a headless horseman charging toward her. Oh, sorry, it's late. Charging toward her along the bridge over the Pocantico River. She dropped her basket and fled, and when she returned the next morning, her footprints were the only human ones on the path, but a series of large hoof prints ended abruptly at the bridge's center, as if the horse vanished into the air. So once again, now the horse is kind of ghostly again. Mm-hmm. Also, they're bringing up the fact that it cannot cross the bridge, that the water barrier is like a spiritual boundary, so you're safe if you do that. And also in the Disney cartoon, that's very well established where if you cross the river, he can't get you. Okay. But it's also like kind of kind of fucked up because that ends with like Ichabod Crane. Like it's kind of like a comedy, like he's just running the entire time and like doing the thing where he's like running in place, or like his jacket gets caught on a branch and like the horse keeps going. Yeah. The horse keeps going, but he's doing this in the air, but there's no horse underneath him anymore or something.
Rug pull.
But at the very end, like he crosses the bridge, but like the Headless Horseman throws the jack-o'-lantern at him, and it hits the camera like POV style, and then it just like the narrator's like, and no one ever saw Ichabod Crane ever again. And I'm like, what?
They killed
They
him?
fucking killed. They didn't technically kill him. They said that I thought he would just be like, oh, he survived because he's the entire movie. It's like he's getting bullied by this guy who they both like this girl, and there's like a Gaston type guy from like Beauty and the Beast,
Okay.
and he's like bullying him, and you're like, oh, like this nerd guy is gonna end up getting the girl in the end. And he's gonna be justified, and maybe he'll bring back some proof of like the Headless Horseman, and then he just disappears forever, and like most likely is dead. And I'm like, damn, Disney, like what the fuck?
Yeah,
But,
no happy ending.
No, but like I said, the last one we got right here is all the way up until 1899, where a church watchman reported a cloaked figure wandering the Sleepy Hollow burial ground at night, holding a glowing sphere. Too small to be a lantern, too round to be anything but a head. By the time he gathered the courage to approach, the figure faded into the mist. So, once again, sometimes it's a glowing sphere, maybe a glowing head. Sometimes it's a jack-o'-lantern. Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's a cannonball, as we just made up. So, the myth changes often. I like the jack-o'-lantern the best just because it's kind of cool
It's fun.
looking. Yeah. Maybe if they just like actually had Christopher Walken's head on there, that might be the coolest because those little fucking sharp teeth. They made a great creative choice by just like giving him little fucking sharp little fucking teeth.
Yeah,
he's so
demon. He
creepy.
looked like Shark Boy from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
God, make sure that guy gives no head. Am I right? They probably took his head for a reason. They're like the American troops are like, no.
His own guys
shoot that
got
guy.
him.
They're like, shoot that guy's head off. That guy tore me up.
Put me in a blender. God damn.
That guy put me through a fucking peephole full of barbed wire. I swear to God.
Treat me like the slap chop.
That guy gave me an Indian burn on my cock. Okay. Sorry. So, just to wrap this up, the Headless Horseman isn't just a ghost story. He embodies something deeper, something rooted in the American memory. He's the fear of the unknown, the horror of war, and the reminder that violence doesn't always stay buried. The Headless Horseman was a constant reminder of the traumas of war that are always just beyond the darkness, waiting and enduring in the mind of those affected by the death and destruction of war. And maybe that's why, even today, visitors to Sleepy Hollow still swear that on certain autumn nights, when the fog hangs low and the moon hides its light from the world, you can still hear a horse galloping in the distance, racing toward anyone with a head, ready to reclaim what it was refused in death, forever disturbed, forever hunting.
Damn, I wonder what he would do if you just like cut your own head off real quick.
What?
Like if you didn't have a head, like what he like? I wonder what his reaction would be. It'd be funny.
Like we took the Headless Horseman and we put him in central France during the French Revolution.
Oh, he'd be so mad.
He'd be like, "Can I have the basket? Come on, let me just get the basket."
But he can't get it because the kids are throwing the head around and they're playing monkey in the middle with him.
That's kind of good. I also like dude, picture this. This is a great scene.
Yeah.
He gets off the boat. He's wandering around France. He stumbles into the town square.
Okay.
As he stumbles in, there's a crowd gathered around, okay? As the crowd parts, he gets to the front and he sees a guy's head in the guillotine. As he looks up, he sees the blade and he's like, "What is this?" And as the executioner pulls it, it falls down and cuts the guy's head off.
Yeah.
And then it zooms in on the Headless Horseman and it goes, I just died in your arms tonight. He's in love.
Loves it.
He's deeply in love with the guillotine, and they form a relationship.
They get married.
And it's one of those really funny, will they, won't they?
Yeah.
You know, she's from a really wealthy family. He's just a German Hessian. Yeah, so it's pretty good.
That's good.
Also, he has a boner and she shits everywhere.
From
Is the story? Is it funny now?
where does she shit from?
Just from the hole.
Oh.
Fucking where they put.
Where they put
No
the-
one even knew that was the asshole the whole time.
Wow.
I just tried to save the story because I realized that in my mind it is a good scene, but describing it's not very funny. So I had to throw the boner and the shit in there. So hope that worked.
No, that's great. That's good.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, Tobin. Today we're going to talk about a legend, a hero to some, maybe most, and a king of the skies. Now, before I get into this, more serious time, I want to do what we did last episode and address a pretty big topic of this story, and that is suicide.
Child sex trafficking. Oh, actually. Okay, wait. Sorry. I thought this was a joke. Okay, wait. Suicide, yes.
Yeah. As I had quoted in the last episode of the late, great Robin Williams, suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If you or someone you know is going through a hard time, please reach out for help. There are resources available, and you do not have to go through this alone. In the United States and Canada, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. And in the UK, call 111 for similar assistance. Please don't be ashamed. And if you find that you need help, find it, and you're not alone.
And I just like to quote Robin Williams when he said, "Me and my friend Jeffrey Epstein will never do that." I'm sorry.
Yeah. There you go.
I had to give it a little levity.
Was he
you're being very earnest.
Come on, you got it.
No,
the whole story
no,
bases around it.
I agree. I think you should be. But it's my job to make the Jeffrey Epstein jokes.
Yeah. Was he an Epstein guy?
No way. I don't think so. I mean, we'll find out next week, won't we?
Yeah. Unless,
What do you mean Donald Trump switched he copy and pasted Robin Williams over every single one of his names? What the fuck?
What the hell? You still see Trump behind it.
It's a really crude
crayon. So in 2018, a man shocked the world when he saw a vehicle sitting with the keys in the ignition and decided that the time had come for him to have one last hurrah. But this was no ordinary vehicle. This was a Bombardier Q400 airplane.
Is that a bombardier?
Yeah, I read that wrong. Bombardier. I might have spelt that wrong too.
I might have heard that wrong too.
No, I think it is Bombardier, but I do not think that was. I don't think I spelled that right. All right, well,
is that Crocodilo Macadillo? Is that like a new brain rot, Italian brain rot? He's like Bombardero Crocodilo.
Tun Sahir.
I thought it was Sayul.
No, I think it's Sahir.
Fuck, I don't know anymore.
No, that already burned out. No one gives a shit.
I know. Well, we're so fucking unk and chopped. Fuck.
I know. It's so bad. We're cooked.
6'7".
6'7". So the Q400 is a 107-foot long plane with a 93-foot wingspan. This isn't like a tiny two-seater airplane. This is a full-sized 78-person airline plane.
I'm so fucking dumb that if you go something is this big in feet,
yeah,
I'm like, I know that's big, but I still can't picture it. Tell me how many football fields it is. Like, I need something that I've seen with my very own eyes. Like, I can see a foot, but I'm like 170 of these. I know it's big. I just don't know how big. But if you told me it was 3 football fields, I'd be like, whoa.
So it's slightly more than a third of a football field.
Okay,
because a football field is 100 yards and a yard is 3 feet.
Mm.
So a football field is 300 feet. This is 100 and
Mr. Math.
I mean, I that's how I use everything. I just compare it to a football field.
Football field.
Yeah.
Yep. See.
So, where are we here? Richard Bebo Russell, his nickname is Bebo, was a 28-year-old Horizon Air ground service agent from Sumner, Washington. For his work, he was around planes every single day, and his main task was working as part of the tow team, which would reposition aircrafts on the tarmac. So you see like the little guys in like, it's kind of like a golf cart that you like clicks into the front wheel and they drag it to move it. So that was what he did.
They're on an aircraft carrier, right?
No, this is at the Tacoma Seattle airport.
Oh shit! I like the little thing that they have on the aircraft carriers on the tarmac where they have that little hook that catches the plane as they like land.
No, this is like a small I think it's like a 3-wheel vehicle that clips into the front wheel and you like use it to drag and move the planes.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Bebo worked at the Tacoma Seattle airport for about 4 years prior to the incident. One of Bebo's supervisors described him as a quiet guy who was well liked by his coworkers. Bebo was born in Key West, Florida, and moved to Wasilla, Alaska at the age of 7. From an early age, Richard was known as Bebo by his friends and family, although I do not see a backstory of where that came from or why. That just kind of... I think he was a baby, and they called him Bebo, and it just stuck.
What the fuck, was he a Star Wars character?
Playing a flute in a bar in Star Wars?
Hey, Bebo, what the fuck? You one of them Star Wars characters?
Bebo, you playing Jizz?
You did I see you at the Cabo Cantina? Was that what that's called?
Cabo
Cantina. Not the
Cabo Cantina. That's
like
Taco
Mexico.
Bell.
That's like.
Oh wait, no, Cabo Cantina. That was like the place on in like Hermosa.
Yeah, I think it is. It's just called what's the cantina called in Star Wars?
Fucking
weirdo cantina. Fucking Star Wars cantina.
Well, to go back to what I said was, canonically.
Yeah.
The music that they're playing in the cantina is called Jizz.
Oh, it's like jazz, but
it's like space. It's like space jazz, and it's called Jizz.
Yeah,
I think
it's like
they did. I think they changed it in like 2015 because someone realized that and posted it on the internet, being like, "Hey, this book says it's called Jizz."
You're like, we've ruined that word. You're gonna have to change this.
Yeah,
it's kind of like what do they call elevator music? That's like jazz. It's called
Jizz.
Yeah, it might be called jizz.
What spunk.
The fuck is it called? Elevator jazz. No, it's called elevator jazz. What is it called? It is called Muzak.
Oh yeah, Muzak. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, kind of like a little planet. But is BB-8? What the fuck's that guy's name? Is Bebo? Is he that fucking bitch in the cantina that has like the lipstick on and she looked like a goblin? You know which one I'm talking about? I don't
acknowledge her as a character. I only acknowledge the original cut before the CGI.
Wait, she's a later edition?
Yeah, she wasn't in the original. Like the original release of it.
Can you put her in the Instagram picture?
If I remember.
She's the hot one. Wait. Lipstick wearing alien in Star Wars.
I think where you're coming from is Max Reboot.
Am I thinking of Men in Black? What the fuck am I thinking of?
No, you're there. Her song was like.
Is her name Max Reboot?
No, Max Reboot is the blue guy.
Blue.
He's the blue elephant guy that everybody loves. Everyone loves Max Reboot.
So Star Wars Cantina singer is who I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Yep, this is her.
I'm looking at a picture of her.
Wowee. Oh, but Max Reboot plays in the band with her.
Cy Snoodles.
That's her name?
Cy Snoodles.
Cy Snoodles.
Don't forget about Droopy McCool, also part of the band.
We should have done our story on this.
No, so the band, I believe, is the Max Reboot band. So he's kind of like the main guy, but Cy Snoodles is the vocalist. Droopy McCool is the flutist.
The flautist.
Flautist. We got a whole page.
Wait, is that
here.
the motherfucker playing the clarinet in the back?
Yeah, that's Droopy McCool. And then
then they got the
Yozawa.
Okay.
No, Joe Yowza.
I feel like there's really only 3 of them. It seems like that's the general sentiment, right?
If don't forget that while Cy Snoodles was singing, there was like the deep voice guy that was also like,
okay,
and that would be Joe Yowza.
Okay. And what about that the band that their head looks like asses? The Cantina band.
Oh, they all played flutes. Were they in the Cantina too?
I thought they were the fucking because like,
but I don't think that was
the Max Reboot band is not playing that fucking banger.
No, they were doing the big band score. Bands in Star Wars. I used to be really good at playing that song.
Star Wars Cantina
Here they are,
band.
Biff. Yeah, the Cantina band, Biff.
It's called Star Wars Cantina Band, a.k.a. Figrin Dan and the Modal Nodes. Well,
okay, yeah.
You learned something new.
Because there's Fergan Dan. Yeah.
Okay.
But also,
Should
it just
we get
says
back
the
to the
whole
story?
band is just called Biff. Large. Oh no, that's their breed. That's the type of alien. They're Biffs.
Okay. Should we get back to the story?
Yeah,
I feel like we've gone really off.
1 second. I kind of want to see if there's any other. They're not going to name any other. You know what's crazy? You know that guy that Obi-Wan cuts his hand off in the beginning?
Friggin' Dan NSFW.
You know that guy that just goes, I don't like how you look and I don't like you. That guy was a doctor. Dr. Cornelius Evazan.
Yeah, it makes sense. He hates his life. He's a doctor.
Crazy. His face looks like that. He was a doctor. Ponda Booba was the guy who got his hand cut off, but he was just a friend. He wasn't even starting it.
George Lucas has spent like 8 years just building out this fucking bar, like all the lore in this bar.
It's one DMT session.
Jeez, yeah, basically. Okay, back to the story.
All right. So from an early age, Richard was known as a Bibu by his friends and family. I believe it was given to him as like a baby, so it might have just been like an older sibling not being able to say baby and said Bibu.
Yeah.
One of those things.
Yeah.
Bibu had a pretty normal childhood, loving sports and working his way to play fullback in North Dakota at Valley City State University. He left North Dakota and traveled to Southwestern Oregon Community College, where he met his wife at a Campus Crusade for Christ meeting.
Oh.
The couple got married in 2012, and they started a bakery in North Bend, Oregon, which I also saw something else saying that they started it in Coos Bay. So I'm not entirely sure. I saw 2 conflicting things. Not entirely sure where the bakery was. But after a few years, the two decided to sell the bakery and move closer to his wife's family in Sumner, Washington, which led Bibu to getting his job at the airport. A married, well-traveled man who was very involved in church, playing small college ball, and owning a bakery was never a person who ever set off any security alarms at the airport. And was about as unassuming as they come. But in a blog post from 2017, Bibu revealed that his job with the airport was far from being the ideal job, saying, "I never thought I would work as a ground service agent for an airlines company. I always felt bad for the guys and gals who handled luggage. Every time I traveled, I'd look out my plane window and see these sullen-looking individuals leisurely pacing around or hectically throwing bags onto a cart. It seemed like such a miserable work, and I never could imagine why anyone would ever want to subject themselves to all the constant noise, gas fumes, and heavy lifting. So
I'm coming to the conclusion that I know this story.
oh yeah.
Yeah, and I heard some audio and I was like, "Whoa!" I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you keep going, but holy shit! Like as you kept going, things started to like click, and I'm like,
the wheels started to churn.
Yeah. But you know what? To be completely honest, I don't like the way he's talking about grounds crews. I think that's not even that bad of a job, to be completely honest.
Oh, I completely agree with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that looks miserable.
Why?
I don't know. But I also live now I live in the Northwest, and I fly between like Oregon and Montana, which for a small select time of the year, like it's probably nice doing that job, and the rest of the time like you're in the snow or in the rain doing that shit.
Hmm.
You know, you're out.
Yeah,
you're
I guess,
outside.
but yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess if the pay's not good, then it's like that's not a great job. But like, I don't think it's like that bad. Like I've had fucking worse jobs than that. I'm just like it's not great. Sure, if you want a better job, but like I don't think it's like existential. Like, oh my god, I have like you're not like scooping a roadkill off the side of the road or anything like that.
You might
like,
be.
Pigeon, like dead seagull.
Yeah, dead seagull, shovel.
Fred Siegel.
Fred Seagal.
Oh shit!
Steven
The Headless
Seagal.
Horseman got that Fred Siegel on. Okay, sorry.
One of the benefits he had from working there was the free flight benefits, so he could visit his family in Alaska whenever he wanted, which is pretty cool. I'm surprised that they get free flights, to be honest.
Yeah, that's I know stewardess do.
Well, yeah, because they're on the plane.
I know they didn't give it to the guy that works at the fucking Orange Julius, but I feel like they're plane adjacent, so they get they're on the bottom part of the plane, there where the luggage is, so they better that's a good perk.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I would rather work doing that job where you're like showing planes and throwing luggage than like working retail. Like I don't like retail. I don't like.
You got to go through the security every day. No, thank you.
Oh my god, I know.
No, thank you.
I hate airports.
Although I guess it probably wouldn't be that bad if like you don't have like all your shit with you. You're just going in raw dogging it. Like that's probably fine.
Yeah, probably.
So, where was I? Aside from that blog post, there weren't any like warning signs that he would do anything drastic. But like many stories in hindsight, there were clues. A pilot named Joel Monteith later recalled 2 times Bibu was acting suspiciously. In one instance, Bibu had expressed an interest in observing Monteith's flows, aka the way that he would start the aircraft, preparing it for takeoff. Another time, Monteith caught Bibu by himself in the cockpit, flipping switches, just having a ball, just flipping all
should
switches.
be doing that.
Yeah. You imagine how fucking pissed you would be if you're a pilot and you just caught someone that's like works in the company just in the cockpit flipping switches. Uh-oh. Losing connection again.
I'm here. I hear you again. But yeah, no, I'd be fucking pissed. I mean, just to like let alone anybody being in the cockpit at all. But like, have you seen that like board that they fly the plane with? It's like
there's so many.
I don't know, like that. If I saw anybody in there without me like overlooking, I'd be like, I guess I gotta check all of these to make sure that you didn't fucking change one number or flip one switch because we could all die.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be mad if I saw. I wouldn't be mad if I saw it as like a pilot because I'm like I know what I'm doing. But like if I was a passenger and I saw some guy like the pilot go, "What are you doing in here?" I'd be like, "I'm getting off the fucking plane."
Dude, if I walked into my office and someone was like Googling something on my desktop computer, I'd probably kill them.
Yeah, fucking Cy Lorfin. What's that bitch's name? What's her name? What's her name? Sai. Who's the singer at the canteen?
Oh, Cy Snoodles.
Sai Snoodles.
Yeah.
Sai Snoodles NSFW.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Be so pissed.
And then it's you, but with a mustache, and
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit.
I'd kill my.
I'm you 10 minutes in the future.
So, history of his online traffic showed that Bibu was also watching instructional videos on flying and how to start planes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, with zero formal training, on August 10th, 2018, the biggest major airport security incident since 9/11 occurred. Around 7 p.m., a few hours into his shift, Richard Bibu Russell drove a tow rig across the airfield out to a parked plane. Using his badge, he was granted access to the plane. Before anyone knew what was happening, it was too late to stop him. And Bibu, with his YouTube degree in flight, took the plane and hit the skies without a single issue, which was like a miracle in its own. To do it all by himself, no co-pilot, and just took off.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, no, like pretty awesome.
Pretty impressive. I don't want to say it's
impressive.
cool. I don't like it. It's not cool. Don't do that. But wow, I'm surprised that he was able to pull that off.
Yes. Understandably, this did not take long for someone to realize that a full 107-foot long plane just took off. That was not in schedule, and it was supposed to be done for the night. They run a pretty tight shift on the planes that come in and out of airports, especially like Tacoma, Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they saw that pretty quickly. Now, this story was crazy enough as is for it to gain national news, but what really made Bibu a legend was the release of the recording of him and the air traffic control and another person chatting while Bibu went for a joyride. In the recording, you will hear a bizarre mix of freedom, peace, enthusiasm, awe, fear, confidence, and just kind of resignation for like his fate. Like he was very just like okay with it.
Yeah, I heard the voice recording. And he's just like, "Yep, this is what I'm doing. Sorry about this, guys.
Yeah, he was kind of
have a
joking.
screw loose."
He was joking around, and then he'd be kind of nervous and he'd be scared, but then he was like also very calm. It's a very interesting audio, and I will say it now. I downloaded it. I have the entire file that was given to the public, and I will add it to the end of the episode so people can listen to it.
Yeah, it's interesting because like even the guy on the other end of the radio tower or whatever,
yeah,
he was kind of like not. I mean, obviously he wasn't in a place of like assertiveness where he could just be like, "Put that plane down right now." I think
he was playing nice of just like trying to like being his buddy,
like hostage negotiation.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I think I won't go into what he did, but I was like, he's like, I think you should like touch down the plane and like just very casual,
very subtly. He'll be like, very subtly. It was like, oh, see that airstrip down to your right? Like that would be a good one to land at.
I didn't hear that part, but yeah, gently nudging him in the right direction.
Yeah. So during his flight, he even went as far to apologize to the controller, saying, "Man, I'm sorry about this. I hope this doesn't ruin your day." Which the controller denies and tries to get Bibu to land the plane. He reveals that he didn't study how to land the large passenger plane because a safe landing was never a part of the plan. Bibu started to get paranoid that they are going to shoot him down, but the controller reassured him that they wanted him to land the plane so no one would get hurt, which helped him relax a little bit, but still declined the plea to land the plane, saying, "Yeah, I'm not quite ready to bring it down just yet, but holy smokes, I gotta stop looking at the fuel because it's going down quick. This is probably like jail time for life, huh? I mean, I would hope it would be for a guy like me."
Yeah, it's kind of haunting.
Yeah. Eventually, Boo
But
Boo.
he said like a guy. He said, yeah, "I hope it would be for a guy like me." Is he trying to say like he's so unhinged that he needs to be put in jail? He just kind of seems like somebody who like had like a mental snap, but not like
that's
a
what's
serial
great.
killer.
You listen to the audio and you're like, oh, this guy's just like having fun. Like he doesn't seem like a dangerous person.
I thought it was fake, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like I first saw it, I was like, this isn't real. This isn't the real audio. This is like some kind of bit. Like it's way too casual, way too calm, way
so
too
casual.
Really weird.
Yeah. Eventually, Boo was joined by two F-15s, like fighter jets, who were authorized to headbutt the Q-400, which is a tactic that does not sound like what it is. A tactic where the jets will perform sharp turns in front of the other aircraft or deploy flares in attempts to make them slow down and land. So they don't actually like, come in contact with, like, even though it's called a headbutt, there's no physical contact. But the headbutt was never actually used because Boo was flying too erratically. As time went on, Boo became more and more panicked and started talking about feeling lightheaded as the sun started to set in the distance, and he was running out of fuel. His voice began to take on a more somber tone, saying, I got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. I'd like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy, got a few screws loose, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Never really knew it until now.
Mm-hmm.
Around 8:30 p.m., Boo asked so at one point the air traffic control got a civilian pilot to get on like the headset with him to like answer any questions, because like air traffic control is like good at like scheduling and like commanding planes coming in and out. They don't necessarily like they don't all know how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
And so they brought in a pilot who could like try to like simplify how to like put in auto drive, like auto flight, and like land it and answer any questions. So at this point, Boo is talking to the civilian pilot who was like answering his questions and try to help him land the plane. But Boo asked him how roughly high he would need to be to pull off a barrel roll, estimating himself that he was probably about 5,000 feet high or so, which, remember, this is a passenger plane. These are not designed to do any types of maneuvers but take off and land. I mean, like, half of them, like, you take a big turn, the whole thing feels like it's going to fucking fall apart. But he wants to do a barrel roll with it.
Do a barrel roll.
As far as I'm aware, I don't know if anyone's ever pulled that off in like a passenger plane. Without much help at all, Boo pulls off a miracle somehow, something that I'm not sure has ever been done before, and pulls off a full barrel roll. This insane moment was captured by an onlooker, and in the video, the Q-400 soars up high into the air, then flips upside down, barreling towards the earth at a near vertical angle before leveling off about 10 feet from the water.
Oh my God, was it that close?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Wait, I also didn't think that was a barrel roll. I thought a barrel roll was like when you just like, you're like flying forward and then you just kind of do like a twist in the air all the way around.
I believe that was something.
Because in Star Fox,
I think that was something Star Fox got wrong. Because I think, because I feel like, because I grew up playing Star Fox, like one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games, and I feel like in every other form of media I saw, a barrel roll was more of just like a loop-de-loo.
Yeah, I don't even know if planes can. I mean, I know planes can go upside down, but like I don't know if they could do that maneuver that like that quick. You know what I mean? Like the spinny.
I mean, a fighter jet can. Like wing over wing, not nose over tail.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, yeah, that must have been so. And wait, continue, because I remember what he said afterward, where he's like,
yeah,
I didn't know it was that close to the ground, but
yeah. TOI-1, which was the code word for the plane, just completed a barrel roll, one of the F-15 pilots says. Confirm he did a barrel roll, the other fighter jet says in disbelief. The first pilot answers with a laugh. He cleared the surface of the water by approximately 10 feet. So, like, they had, like, the audio of the fighter jet guys, and they were both just like, holy shit. Because, I mean, those are probably some of the best pilots in the world that do maneuvers like that, and they were, like, blown away that he was able to, he pulled it off with a commercial transportation plane.
Like, there's that one point where it's like he was upside down in that plane, like, pulling on the stick.
Yeah.
And then he was, like, barreling towards the earth, still pulling on the stick, and I think he even said, like,
well, hold on.
Okay.
After his stunt, the civilian pilot congrats Bibu and asks him again to please consider landing the plane, which for a second it seemed like he would comply, but then quickly started to panic, saying, "Oh, damn it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to. I was just kind of hoping that was going to be it, you know?"
Yeah.
So, like, he didn't think he was actually going to pull off the barrel roll.
Yeah. Wow.
So, about 15 minutes later, the Sky King's final transmission came through at 8:46 p.m., and Bibu informed the civilian pilot that his fuel was saying that it was empty and that he was not going to be flying for much longer because his engines were starting to fail. Moments later, about 73 minutes after he took off in the plane, Richard Bibu Russell, the Sky King, crashed the Q400 into the woods of the Kentron Island in the Puget Sound. Russell died of multiple traumatic injuries, according to the FBI. They also classified his death as a suicide, leaving the world confused on why a happy, married 28-year-old would do such a thing. Over time, some of his friends and family questioned if it was possible his mental state was on a, secret decline due to his many concussions suffered in football, well known as CTE. And at the end of his story, to this day, although Russell tragically battled with his demons, he's held high as a hero, the Sky King who sealed his own fate with his own doing, but did so with grace and the adventure of pure freedom. And people really just love that he set out and did that just kind of for himself as like a last hurrah.
So he crashed into the woods, you said?
Crashed onto an island in the middle of the lake. So didn't start a forest fire.
Oh.
Like it was like,
Whoa.
Yeah, didn't. I mean, the only people he probably harmed were his like family emotionally and whoever owned that plane financially, and that was probably about it.
And the Brugs.
The Brugs, yep. All
the Brugs on that island?
So I do have I think it's about 12 minutes of that flight. I have the audio of it that I will add at the end of the episode after like we sign off. So if you guys want to listen to it, it's pretty interesting. It's very different. It like doesn't it almost doesn't seem real.
It does. Yeah, it's weird. Did he say anything right before he crashed?
The recording that I have, I think it cuts out well before the crash. Like that's not a part of it. Because I mean, he was in the air. He was in the air for 70 minutes, and I think they only released like 12 minutes of the recording.
Yeah, maybe it was just like, I don't know. It wasn't pertinent, or maybe there's like it's not appropriate.
Yeah,
or, who knows? It could be a number of reasons,
Yeah.
But damn, yeah, that whole thing is like it's so surreal. It's so like, I don't know, talk about like going postal or whatever you want to call it, just like that snap in your brain.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it happens to most people, and I hope it wouldn't happen to more people, but it's kind of terrifying. Even and it's weird because I'm conflicted because like obviously he didn't end up hurting anybody, but like everybody, when I saw it, like I saw it on Reddit or something, everybody was like, Billy Flyboy or whatever, whatever his name was, and they're just like, yeah, he died doing what he loved, and he died a free man. I'm like, he stole a plane and crashed it into the ground. I'm like,
yeah, no,
I understand.
I don't think he died doing what he loved. I think he died in complete freedom and just like at peace. And
I'm not trying to be like a downer and be like, oh, that's fucked up, but because there's a part of me that's like, I agree. I'm like, oh, that he's obviously a deeply disturbed or troubled person, and maybe he found a couple of moments of happiness, but he left a family behind, and what he did was, like you said, he caused probably a lot of issues for a lot of people that had repercussions, and I don't think it's a victimless crime, and I don't think any kind of suicide or that is, but the way that he did it, sure, we'd probably like to romanticize it, kind of like a DB Cooper type situation, but but it's I don't know, it's still it's not good. It's not wow, what a cool guy. I'm like, nah, that's kind of fucked up. But like I said, I don't want to be a downer. I don't want to be that guy, because it is a little cool, sure, but and he didn't hurt anybody, so it makes it it's kind of fine, but it's still whoa, that's really disturbing, Yeah. So you're not a hero if you're thinking of doing that. Not in my book, bud. Hey bud, you think that guy's cool? Not to me. No, it's cool. Living, working hard, going back to your family, going to Disneyland.
Oh yeah, and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
And then jamming your head right in the Pirates of the Caribbean sword when he goes to slice. That's how you do it. Yeah. Right in front of all the families. Yeah. And you're incorporated into the ride.
They're going to have to drain all the water out of that ride. How often do you think they swap that water out?
I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna kill myself. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna chase that fat lady around the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. They took it out, but I think I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna. Wait, were you saying how much? What?
How often do you think they drain out the water in those rides?
Probably a couple times a year, right? Once a year.
I would hope it's on a system that's constantly draining out.
Oh yeah, it probably has a filter. I don't think there's any need to. You don't even necessarily go in the water. I think
but little kids puke in it.
I guess you're right. If there's puke in it, but that's a lot of water. They probably have a filter system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just my mind went to a weird place. I'm just curious.
Dude, honestly, the water in there smells like a fucking sewer system, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was just shit in that water anyway. So they might not drain it at all. Yeah. But okay, well, now we're ending with Pirates of the Caribbean. We're back at Johnny Depp. So anyway, thanks guys for tuning in and listening. We love telling you the stories. We love when you stick around and listen. If you guys want any more information or to see that fucking weird looking alien, go to our Camp Strange podcast on Instagram and go check it out. Go give us a follow there, and link in bio for whatever. I think merch is still available. Who fucking knows? And then if you want to rate, review, subscribe, do that too. Send it to a friend. Whatever you got to do to sleep at night, go do that. And David, do you have anything to say before we get the hell out of here?
Abolish ICE, and stay tuned after our intro or our outro to hear the audio for my story.
Oh yeah, I'll let you guys get to that audio. And before I do, I'd like to say, don't forget to stay strange.
And everyone standing by for departure, just hold on with me for a second.
Right, 070. Approach welcome, final runway 16 right.
Wilco.
Man, I'm a ground service agent. I don't know what that is.
Clear to Portland, Seattle 6 is filed at 7017.
Good for visual, 416 right, so I'm run.
Start it up and get it to go. A couple hours, I guess. But, yeah, I wouldn't know how to land it. I wasn't really planning on landing it.
99 via Bravo over to Mansfield, the opposite set off. knows how to fly one of those aircraft, but we'll see what we can do and get you in contact with somebody.
Alrighty, yeah, I just kind of want to do a couple maneuvers, see what it can do before I put her down, you know?
And departure Boeing 464. Yeah. And so I can reach out to you a little easier.
A little bit.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Sorry, my mic came off. I threw up a little bit. You know, hold on. Shoot. Man, I'm sorry about this. I hope this doesn't ruin your day.
22, cross rail 16 left, contact. Just flying the plane around, you seem comfortable with that?
Oh, hell yeah, it's a blast, man. I played video games before, so I know what I'm doing a little bit.
Okay, and you can see all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
Nah, everything's peachy clean. Just did a little circle around Rainier. It's beautiful. I think I got some gas to go check out the Olympics. And, yeah.
Okay, and Rich, do you know, are you able to tell what altitude you're at?
Runway 16 left, to contact tower for your landing clearance.
I threw up all inside of it. It's bad.
You'll be released when you taxi out.
American 600.
Fat to join. I was thinking about it, and then probably a good thing I didn't.
494.
Mexico 494, monitor tower 1.
Tower, come to did join up.
Yeah, that's all mumbo jumbo. I have no idea what all that means. I wouldn't know how to punch it in. I'm off autopilot.
Okay, see ya.
Make a right turn on Bravo.
5,500.
Get me to the jets.
No, I'm not taking you to any jets. I'm actually keeping you away from aircraft that are trying to land at SeaTac.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't want to screw with that. I'm glad you're not, screwing up everyone else's day. On account of me.
All the traffic in front of you, make the daisy chain up around onto Alpha. We're going to keep people clear this runway for...
446, can we just shut down?
I'm down to 2,100. I started like 30-something. 100 pounds of fuel.
Rich, you said you're at 2,100 pounds of fuel left?
Yeah, I don't know what the burnout is like on takeoff, but yeah, it burned quite a bit faster than I expected.
Okay.
Yes, sir, we have the fuel inside.
Car. There is the runway just off your right side in about a mile. Do you see that? That's McCord Field.
Oh man, those guys will rough me up if I tried landing there. I think I might mess something up there too. I wouldn't want to do that. Hopefully. Oh, they probably got anti-aircraft.
No, they don't have any of that stuff. We're just trying to find a place for you to land safely.
Yeah, not quite ready to bring it down just yet, but holy smokes, I gotta stop looking at the fuel because it's going down quick.
Okay, Rich, if you could you start a left-hand turn, and we'll take you down to the southeast, please.
This is probably like jail time for life, huh? I mean, I would hope it is for a guy like me.
Well, Rich, we're not going to worry or think about that, but could you start a left-hand turn, please?
2, horizon 2625.
22, thank you. And he's going to try and help you out here a little bit, okay? 9-0.
Roger, landing a 070. Relax.
And I think you might have some questions. Rich, I've got a pilot on with us, and if you got any questions, you can ask him now.
Hey, well, first off, you're a little breaking up a bit. Maybe I'm too far away. What's the distance on this frequency?
5261 heavy, Roger. Might be a little bit before speed's just fine for now, thanks.
Well, this.
You are very calm, collect, poised.
Seen on runway 16 center.
Okay, crossing 16 center, hold short 16 left, Alaska 589.
0, descending me like that in about 2 to 3 miles.
Roger.
400 apparently is a grounds crewman with Horizon, I guess. And
Okay.
right now he's just flying around, and he just needs some help controlling his aircraft.
Very good.
Nah, I mean, I don't need that much help. I played some video games before. I would like to figure out how to get this cabin altitude. Like, I know where the box is. I would like to get some, make it pressurized or something so I'm not so lightheaded.
Rich, what's your altitude?
Cross 1600, cross 16 left, contact ground, comes to gate 1. Alaska 430.
Do you know how long it's going to be? No idea?
We have no idea right now, so if you just hold on Alpha, all those aircraft were in sequence, so we'll get you going as soon as we know.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the autopilot. I'm just kind of hand flying right now.
Okay, do you know how fast you're going?
Let's hold behind Jet.
That's 2021.
Minimum wage. We'll chalk it up to that. Maybe that'll grease the gears a little bit with the higher up. Maybe, yeah.
Ground Alaska 52, 16, good day.
I think I lost you behind some hills a little bit. I'm coming back though.
Alaska 718, I believe so. Still working on an issue. I don't really have an estimate on how long that may be.
Okay, thank you. Of 16 left, American 7, Alaska 691.
Damn it, Andrew! People's lives are at stake here.
Now, Rich, don't say stuff like that.
Nah, I told you I don't want to hear no one. I just want you to whisper sweet nothings into my ear.
And 600, Roger, it's going to be a while before we can get into cargo 511.
That'd be better than trying to land it. Like, I know how to put the landing gear down.
7,000. Expect flight level 410.
Put your power at probably 50%. That'd be the two top gauges right in the center on that glass display there. And then press, well, tell me, do your power at 50% or tell me what you got.
Yeah, I got it like flight idle.
Well, that's too slow. Bring it up to like 50.
80 of you, Bravo Ram, 720, SF2.
Visual 16 right. 67.
Right now.
All right, no problem. Yeah, because I just want to know if we can, do a water service for the passengers back here.
4,000, so straight in. Actually, at or about 3,000. Advised field inside.
Their side on the bottom, it says HDG, and it's got a little blue M on it. You can crank that around, and you know what, tell you what, let's just do this. Push, you see the HDG button right by that little thumb wheel?
On Papa Cross 16 Center Cross 1. What's all the airplanes doing on Alpha? It's going to maintain 8,000. Cross 120.
No, you can do that with these things. So what would, if you were to do it, how would you do it?
Well, I'd try to figure out how to use the autopilot first.
On Roger, taxi spots 88 via Bravo, connect ramp. 88 and over ramp at 2057.
Not concentrate so much on flying the airplane.
Hey, you think if I land this successfully, Alaska will give me a job as a pilot?
You know, I think they would give you a job of doing anything if you could pull this off.
Yeah, right. Nah, I'm a white guy.
It's 319 120 better to a 5-mile final contact point down now for 120.6.
Okay, we'll do that with Steven. We're going to go to the top.
Talking to that aircraft at this time. If they need your assistance, I will let you know, but they are talking to that aircraft right now.
Roger.
20 some moment.
Yeah, you do you, man. Hey, FAA guy, Andrew, you on?
Yeah, I'm still here, Rich. 10 now, maintain 10,000, please. 373.
Bad, but kind of not either.
0,000.
If you wanted to land, probably the best bet is that runway just ahead and to your left. Again, that's McCord Field. If you wanted to try, that might be the best way to set up and see if you can land there. Or just like the pilot suggests, another option would be over Puget Sound into the water.
Dang, did you talk to McCord yet? Because I don't think I'd be happy with you telling me I could land like that, because I could mess some stuff up.
Well, Rich, I already talked to him, and just like me, what we want to see is you not get hurt or anybody else get hurt. So like I said, if you want to try to land, that's probably the best place to go.
Hey, I want the coordinates of that orca with the, the mama orca with the baby. I want to go see that guy.
285, runway 16 strike, clear to land.
Behind you, there is another aircraft. Would you be willing to talk to them if they're on the frequency and maybe they can help you land?
6,
Let me check for you. Hang on.
That's right. It's up to you guys, but we got one going just in case.
Okay, thank you.
Back into the water. Hey, what's that airport right there behind me? Like to my left.
Okay, Rich, well, first of all, we just need you to keep flying the aircraft. So if you could just stay there and keep flying the aircraft. The airport you just passed over on your left, that's the Tacoma Narrows Airport. I mean, that's also an option if you wanted to try going there. But like I said earlier, McCord, that's a bigger runway if you wanted to try to land there.
446, we're going to go ahead and shut down.
Okay, so.
Oh, that's disgusting. 1 sec.
Hey, Rich, this is Captain Bill here. We're still listening. My airplane's doing just fine. How's yours?
Flight 285, left to November, hold short of runway 1.
Like I said, it would be a better option, I think, if you tried to land it or even land it on the water.
Yeah. Hey, is that pilot on? I want to know what this weather's going to be like in the Olympics.
If you can see the Olympics, the weather's good. I can see the Olympics from my window, and it looks pretty good over there.
Alright, because I hit some, felt like turbulence around Rainier, but there was no clouds hardly.
That's just the wind blowing over all the bumpy surfaces there.